This is the third one. That tiny boy have been working on these for the last couple days, and the boy is welding away here. We've got two in the water already. The nets have not been attached because the water is not deep enough yet. But I'll go down and show those guys to you in a second here. But this is number 3, and this is all we're going to be able to complete because I need to buy more of those styrofoam flotation balls. Okay, so somehow I lost the intro to this video. I deleted the file or something, I don't know, but it's gone. So we're beginning to put it all together, and I can see from here it don't fit. Well, I don't know. We still have to connect along here with twine, so yeah, it might fit. So this the first one that we're going to do is the one that is a foot shallower than the rest. It's only 3 feet deep as opposed to 4. And so that's the first one we're going to put in because the water level is low. What can you say, Tatai? Someone's measurings was a little bit off? Yeah. So you might as well stop right now because, well, I don't know, it's up to you. We need to put in a proper feeding guard and bird guard. I don't know, it's up to you, but the feeding guard has to be in place and it has to go down below the water level, like 1 foot. All right, Tatai and I are on the same page now. We've only got 1 sewing needle, so he's going to be doing the attachments, and then we're going to start removing some of those floats. Each one of those floats is like, I don't know, 4 kilo buoyancy. Look, the net is neutral. The top frame is only a couple kilos, and the bottom frame, which I haven't shown you yet, is only going to be a couple kilos. So in actuality, we only need 1 float to keep that up out of the water, but we need to keep it up out of the water evenly. So the original plan was for 4 floating balls, 1 at each corner, and Tatai has put in 9. Not necessary. So as soon as he gets the net sewn up to it and we get the bottom sinker set in, then we're going to start removing those balls from the, well, everywhere but the corners, and see how it looks. Alright, so there it is. It is complete. Zoom in on it a little there so you can see it a little better. So that's what we're going to be putting fish in. Now, whether or not we continue with this exact setup or not, I don't know. Tomorrow we're going to pull this over here to the side and start putting fish into it, or at least up to these posts right here, so that we can somewhat anchor it in place with loose tethers so that it can rise and fall. And I'm going to bring an aeration compressor down here, and we'll start putting fish in it in the morning. I think I can tell by looking at it that Tatai ran out of materials, and they just made the net and put a stick in it, a stick on top of that center float there, to hold the center of the net up. That is not exactly what I wanted, but I think it's doable enough for now. Just from looking how it is, I think, well, I'm going to go in tomorrow and price actual angle iron and price out the feasibility of doing it all in angle iron instead of form bar. Because it's, you know, while that is completely functional, I don't know, it just doesn't look exactly how I envisioned it. It doesn't look, I don't know, sturdy enough, I guess. How they got that stick in there to hold that up, I don't know. But they did, somehow. We still have to clear out all this area here. You know, all this tree cutting was kind of a surprise to me. All this area here still has to be cleaned out. So that'll probably be tomorrow. At least that wood taken to the house and stored. I suppose what will have to happen is that yeah, we can't burn that in place because it'll kill those 3 little trees, if they're still even alive, that were here. I don't know. I was not happy with how these trees were felled and what they were felled on. I just don't think they paid enough attention to what was going on, but it is what it is. But anyway, I would like to do some partial cleaning here and clean up this area and get the electrical line hooked back up so that I can have area. I mean, it's going over there now, but we need the post back in the ground right here so that I can bring down an aeration unit. And the duckweed is, it's there. It's, you know, it's growing. So I don't know. The jury's still kind of out on the duckweed. I don't know if it's going to be 100% viable or not in the pond. But for sure, we need to get some fish in it. It's way too crowded up there where they are right now, and we've got to get them moved and get this whole grow out process started again. Thank you, everyone. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.